your family caregiver training resource, where we provide instructional videos on the safe and proper use of common home medical equipment. This video focuses on assisting persons who are having difficulty with bathing transfers due to weakness. Emphasis will be on the use of a transfer bench. A transfer bench is an elongated shower seat that straddles the tub threshold, providing assistance for persons who are having difficulty with bathing transfers due to weakness, impaired balance, and endurance. To set up the transfer bench, inspect it for stability and proper functioning. Inspect the height adjustment buttons, rubber feet condition, screw tightness, and make sure the seat and backrest are void for sharp or rough edges. Place the transfer bench into the tub stall with 2 legs inside the stall and the other 2 legs outside. Adjust the transfer bench for proper height and levelness, adjusting each leg individually to accommodate the convex nature of the tub. When seated, a person's hips should be slightly above their knees. The handle on the bench must be along the inside wall, and the transfer bench should be placed back towards the rear wall so a seated person will have sufficient leg room to complete the transfer comfortably. Step 1. If person being assisted is able to stand, position the wheelchair parallel to the tub just behind the transfer bench. The front corner of the wheelchair and the rear corner of the bench should be touching, allowing room for them to stand and turn. Lock the wheelchair brakes and swivel the front wheels out of the way to a rear-facing position. Step 2. Provide assistance for them to stand and position themselves with the back of both of their legs touching the transfer bench. The wheelchair armrest can be used as a handhold to assist with sitting. Provide assistance to reach toward the bench with at least one hand, then slowly sit down. Step 1. If the person being assisted is unable to stand, position the wheelchair parallel to the tub and next to the transfer bench. The wheelchair seat and the transfer bench should be as close to each other as possible. Remove the armrest closest to the tub. Then lock the wheelchair brakes and swivel the front wheels out of the way to a rear-facing position. Step 2. If they are unable to stand, instruct them to reach toward the transfer bench with their hand closest to the tub, palm down on the seat. The other hand remains on the wheelchair armrest. Provide instruction and assistance for them to carefully lift their body and scoot from the wheelchair seat onto the transfer bench seat. This may take a few attempts, and their legs should still be outside the tub while scooting. Step 3. Provide cues to reposition and utilize the bench handle as needed for balance and mobility. Once they are securely seated on the transfer bench, carefully remove the wheelchair. Provide assistance to raise and lower their leg closest to the tub into the tub. Step 4. Provide assistance for them to raise and lower their other leg into the tub. Step 5. Provide assistance to continue to scoot along the transfer bench until seated as close to the far wall as comfortable. Congratulations on your purchase of our instructional video for bathing transfers, and I'm sure you are now a more confident caregiver. MD Caregiving cautions you to review our videos prior to providing any caregiver skills assistance, as bathing transfers can be difficult and potentially dangerous. Thank you for selecting MD Caregiving as your family caregiver training resource. Welcome back to MD Caregiving, your family caregiver training resource, where we provide instructional videos on the safe and proper use of common home medical equipment. This video focuses on assisting persons who are having difficulty with bathing transfers due to weakness. Emphasis will be on the use of a transfer bench. A transfer bench is an elongated shower seat that straddles the tub threshold,